Alrighty, welcome everyone. I'm Teeaboo, and I am here for 86, episode 5. Last time we watched 86 was not last week, and I apologize for that. For that reason, we are going to completely skip the comment spotlight. Sorry. If you had a comment that you were really waiting for, I'm really sorry, but it's a little bit too weird to do it now, so I'm not going to do it. And last time, it was called a real name, and we found out the real names of all the people. We had some great conversations between Lena and some other folks, and I made the, let's say, tentative connection between her and the rest of the squad of 86s, conditional on them not actually being friends, but they can be in contact, but we're not actually friends, really, truly, you're a fucking Alba. And that was pretty cool. Then we had a conversation with Shine, and we discovered that his brother did a thing, and we discovered that that person who is relevant to Lena's life is his brother, and that's a thing. That's where we left off, and this episode is titled I'm With You. What does that mean? What does it mean? What does it mean? What does it mean? I don't know. If I knew, I would have figured it out already. But I wonder if it has anything to do with the, I want to say fact, but it's kind of just an assumption on my part. So the assumption on my part that Shine hears dead people. I think he hears dead people. I think that's what's going on. I think that's why his other handlers go crazy and like all this shit happens. I think he hears dead people. I think he carries them around with him. I think there's something metaphysical going on here. And if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. But that's what I think is happening. I think he's special. And I think he probably hears his brother. Also, we saw some weird flashes of imagery around his brother that made his brother look like maybe not the best person, maybe, I'm not sure. And potentially, like his brother may have attacked an Alba, and I'm not sure what's up with that. We also know for a fact that Shine and his brother were in the city, in the main central of the city, probably, mixed in with Albas and stuff before the whole shebang happened, and they became not people anymore because the Albas said that they weren't people anymore. So that's pretty interesting. I can see the first frame of this episode. I don't know what I'm looking at the moment. It might be Lena in a dangerous situation. I don't really know. But I think it looks like a flashback. And so I'm hoping that we get some historical context. Like historical context around her brother and the whole incident that Lena holds in high regard. And like that changed her whole life trajectory because of the way that a non-Alba treated her, right? That would be cool. That would be interesting. I don't know what to expect from what's next, but we're going to give it a watch and we're going to find out. So, here we go. We're back at it. I've got 86, episode 5 up and ready to go. It's at 0 seconds. There will be 2 versions of this reaction. Picture-in-picture version with the video in the video, available in the description. Timer-based version up on YouTube. All the discussion will be on the timer-based version. Come back here to watch it if you're watching the picture-in-picture version. There will be early access up on YouTube. It's a little bit fucked up because I haven't been early by any stretch of the imagination for the last couple of weeks. My shit's been fucked. I'm not gonna get into it. I got into it during a Pun Pun video. Go watch that if you care. My shit's been all fucked, so there will still be early access. You can get the next week's episode of 86, presuming that the sky doesn't fall and I don't get sick or anything. It'll be up and available the same day that this one goes live on YouTube on the Patreon, which you can check out in the description, which helps a lot. Thank you so much to all my patrons. I love you. Let's watch 86, episode 5. I've got it up. I already said all these things. Beep, beep timer to count you down. Let's get into it. Ho. Ho. That's Lena, right? She's stuck somewhere? Oh, that's her. That's her dad. Oh, shit, it noticed you. That's terrifying. How did we... Oh, okay, that's what's up. The shield, yeah. And incoming. So that's the brother. Must be. Hello. Salvation. I like the sound design here. I liked it here. I liked it. Now, is it the same symbol on it? Is it the same juggernaut? Hello, brother. Kindliness. Yep, there you go. Waiting for it. I just watched my dad get exploded, so no. Not okay. Alive, though. You can finally breathe. Cool shot. MREs? Chocolate bar? Chocolate bar. Nutrient-packed chocolate bar. Chocolate sucks. Give me some line about people deserve to be protected. It was the right thing to do. Okay. Going harder into it. Okay. But you are being forced to. You would choose to, but you are being forced to, right? Yeah, you're not eating. Let's split the chocolate bar. Let's get it. There we go. No, they split us up. Gave her the bigger section. Yeah, it's a smile, but it's over top of a lot of pain. Ray. They're survivors. That gives us an in to find out more information. Demo. Okay. Reasonable. Yeah, you will. He's not gonna make it. Yeah, a little glimmer of hope from the lighting. They're really on point with using lighting to express emotion. Like that scene before that was all dark with the one bit of like orangey sunlight in the background. That's pretty cool. He's dead. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Well, that tracks. But there was something that he wanted to do? Oh. Find his body. Take him home. No, his soul. No, his voice. Whoa, what? That was a cool little misdirect there. Oh, you mean find his body? No, because that's what I thought too. No, he needs to find his soul, right? What if souls or like voices or minds get trapped in the para-raid? Or something. I don't fucking know. So there's something metaphysical going on, right? The tags, like, captures their brainwaves or some bullshit. It's gotta be something. I don't know. It's a very similar symbol, right? But with a greatsword instead of the shovel. So it's clear that Shine has like adopted some portion of that for his own juggernaut. It also is telling that it's the same juggernaut more than 5 years ago, right? It's the same tech that they're using, so they haven't put any infrastructure into it or adapted it or anything. Right. Also, that missing. I didn't notice any other changes, but it's been a little minute. Oh, hi, you're in a uniform. Also, she's got a lot of stars. Revolution Festival. Ooh, a time to find out about politics. And maybe we get to see our characters in cute dresses. Yeah, I'm in a war. I'm in a war. I'm in a war. I haven't had time to hang out. But, yeah. Oh. Yeah. It's just like them putting up the photos of their group, of their leaders, their handlers. Does it now? She wasn't. She was talking to him on the para raid, and she keeps doing it more and more and more. That was a cool cut. She's talking now, too? Yeah. So you can feel free to do your own thing. No. But very. Mm. Uh-huh. And what precisely was that joke's meaning? Sweet. It's bullshit. Palace? Oh. Oh. No, Daijobu. It's a very specific thing to say. That's Blacky Whitey Kit Kat meow. No. Whoa, girl. Whoa, boyo. Uh-huh. What was that? Nanny? Yeah. What was that glitch as well? Yeah. What was that? A lot of black sheep? Yeah. Okay, he's heading in. No, he's going straight in. He's gonna do something. This is his brain, bro. Should cut it off, bro. Kiyoshi Blute. So that's the setup. That's why we needed that. Cool angles, cool shots, cool sound design. That was cool. That was cool. That was very interesting. Yeah, you can't deny that that was that. You gotta ask about that shit. What are black sheep? I can't wait to see the other side of this, man. It's gonna be such a reveal. It's gonna be such an interesting reveal. That was a great, sweet sequence. Now it's inside your head. You have been infected. Well, you have to connect in order to ask. What's going on? We're going to the other half? We're going to the other side. No, it's not. Is it coming from the Legion? Whoa. I'm more into this fight scene because it's of secondary importance. It's context. Foosh. They took her. They're in the Legion, dude. They're using the people that they've killed in order to power the robots? So they're going and they're finding their own people and removing them from slavery inside robots? Black sheep. Family who have gone astray. Ones who are not like us and not like them. Wow! What? So the Legion is an organization of collected consciousnesses that's all para-raid linked? It's probably the entire populace of the Empire that started it, right? She would call. She's gonna call, though. Wrong you are. This isn't gonna push her away. We'll see. It's just inexplicable. She called. Damn right you are. Girl's got guts. Oh, no. We got some explaining to do. Yeah, not at all. Yeah, Captain, the fuck was that? What the fuck is up with that? Well, the Legion steals the souls of the people that we bring into battle with them. Okay? Okay, so he's crossed over, and that's why we've seen that he's got the scar. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. You can hear him. No need to go on patrol when you can hear them. Yeah, he's already para-raid linked. Oh, I'll bet. You get used to it. Yeah, there you go. Ah, whatever. I'm used to it. Bullshit! And they went and they silenced her specifically. Wasn't she going after... She wasn't going after Growlwolf. She was going after Aloa, right? Yes, they do. Because there are no more Legion being built. Because they'll power down. Right? But... Of course it is. Unless it can gain more brains. Brains. People. Just they copy them? Not quite, it's an echo. Right, it's an echo. A copy. Turned toward their own purposes. Because you've lost a lot. So we're constantly fueling the enemy. Yeah. Everything that everyone knows is wrong. This changes everything. They'll keep going forever. You're gonna run out. Yeah, what's gonna happen then? No chance. You'll find someone else to push the costs of war onto. You have to win now. Are they? Right, to the degree you can observe. They're building up. They're becoming smarter as they incorporate brains. They're changing, they adapt. They're not static. So Undertaker prevents the death. Prevents the theft. Like my brother. Shepherds. Sick, this sets up a hierarchy. My brother is one of them. Who you can hear really well, huh? Not if they go on the offensive. Okay, so she's thinking optimistically. It's a great idea, but... Okay. Okay. Whoa, we'll see about that, dude. That seems really optimistic. I love it, but... Yeah, I want to go get some sleep. Fuck this shit. Again, the lighting, great use. Exciting reveal. Exciting reveal. Okay. And like his brother's one of them, right? His brother is a shepherd, right? Commander brother versus commander brother makes perfect sense. Oh, it's so interesting. So many things that I didn't expect until I expected them, and then I was wrong. It's great. Little preview. Yep, a few seconds left. Shower. Full reveal of the scar. Ayah, there's the brother. Whoa. I'll be going soon? Through to the end. Saigomade. Until the last. Oh, that's a sick reveal. Oh, that's a sick reveal, and it was revealed in an interesting way. The voices, the glitches that come in, allowing us to start putting the pieces together for ourselves before the show actually demonstrates it all to us. The use of the whole upside down spinning sequence around Lena when she's freaking out in that moment and not sure what's going on is fantastic. The repetition of the voices is interesting. The way that they're revealed is intriguing. And the underlying facts, insofar as we are aware of them, and the things that are just implied but not quite certain yet, are fascinating to me. This is good. That's very interesting. So, we have a double indictment of everyone on the Alba side because everything that they are doing is not working. We could have put ourselves in their party because we could have said, yes, all of these things are unfair and wrong and bad, but the threat will end at some point and everything will be sort of fine-ish. Now, I've said before, there's no way that they let the 86 become citizens again or become free now that they've instituted racial discrimination on a high level. There's just no chance. It's fucked. They've fucked themselves completely. But now that we know that not only is that the case, but that the war will not end in the way that they believe, because literally nobody is aware of this, as far as we know. Literally nobody is aware of this. But what if they are? Right? What if this has something to do with the para-raid system? What if they are aware that people are being stolen for this purpose? It's fascinating. It's also, like, narratively, thematically, artistically, authorially, it's a really, really great way to allow the Sangloriana to hoist itself by its own petard, right? To destroy itself through its own hubris, essentially, right? The hubris of saying, these are unmanned vehicles, right? Because they don't have humans in them, but it's the human element of those vehicles that is now going to power your enemy, right? It's because of your lies. It's because of your foolishness that this is occurring. Fascinating. Fascinating. Well freaking done. Well freaking done. Very, very cool. Very cool stuff. Okay, so this guy gets dead. She gets high. Hello. Screamy, boomy, 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 bam. I do think that the sound design and the general feel of the fight scene feels a lot more impactful and a lot more good to me. Feels less chintzy, clangy, tinny to me in many ways. Some of those sounds are still here, but they're balanced out by lows and mids. It's not my headphones, guys. I promise you. I know it. Also, these are not DT880s or DT990s. These are custom One Studios, and they have a different sound pattern than the ones that you think I have. These are not super V-shaped. They don't have very accentuated highs. In fact, they're pretty much reference monitors. They're pretty damn close. That's why I bought them. Anyway, all of this sounds much better to me. Way better. All right, little girl. Time to save you by being creepy. Except he's actually friendly, not creepy. Nice. Okay, so friendliness of the soldier and all of this comes together. This is good. And he expresses that he is proud to fight to protect his country. This is cool. It also gives us the ammunition for later when we reveal that he is in fact a shepherd working for the other side, because we know that he would be proud to fight his country, and now he's being double forced to fight against his country, and that sucks. He's fighting against his birth country for his adopted country, and now he's fighting against his adopted country for his birth country that stole his soul and put it into a robot. That's crazy. That's dope. That's good. This creates complicated characters. I love it a lot. Of course, it's not his soul. I'm using the word soul. I know that that's incorrect. I know that the story has explicitly said it's not their soul. It's an echo of their brain. Fuck you, story. It's their soul. It's what I'm going with. It's got more emotional impact. All right. Aren't you scared to fight? Of course, but I'll do it anyway. I can't. I won't die. I have to go back to my brother. And that is our setup. Again, lighting from the sky, match cut, lighting to lighting sort of thing, or match fade sort of thing. I didn't find any of the transitions to be problematic or I think I used the word pretentious very carefully the last time that I mentioned them. I don't find any of the transitions to be that way. I feel like the show has hit its stride, right? It's got a thing to reveal in this episode, and it's going to spend the entire 20-something minutes doing that reveal. That's what they did over the course of this episode. That's the only thing that happens in this episode that really matters, is that reveal. And so everything else around it in the episode is built to accentuate that reveal, to make it all come together, and it's fucking great. We get this whole conversation, all the information about Shore Nozen, his name, his real self, all of what he believes, what he expresses to her, and we express that back and forth with Shine. In the same time, we're demonstrating that she's on the para-raid too often, more and more and more, right? She's crossing that threshold where she's been on the para-raid with him enough that shit's gonna get weird, I think. Or maybe it's going into combat with the black sheep. I don't fucking know. You know what I do know? This character right here, the design like right behind the main girl, I think she's super cute. She can fuck off, though. She's a racist. Fucking implicit racism. Get out of my place. I'm also intrigued by this. She's got a couple little stars here. What's her rank? Do we know her rank? It seems to be that she outranks our girl a little bit more than not. All right, real strawberries, fake cream. Chatty, talky. I do want to see the whole wall of people. Oh yeah, we established that the Revolution Festival will happen. That should be interesting. I expect that there will be a serious fight during that moment. That's my expectation. In fact, I expect that when we get to that Revolution Festival, that's when the Legion will start taking action in a way that demonstrates that they have more power than we thought, or start acting weird. Okay, I just want to Hector. I'm just going to frame by frame. Oswaldo. Claudio. I don't know. Theobald, falling in love with you, and Rudolph. Looking for a challenger. Well, he's 5. That kid doesn't look 5. He looks older than 5. Whatever. Why did you put up all the photos from your past prospects? My team did it as a joke, so I won't forget, they said. Again, these things about memories, right? All of these little bits and pieces are slipped in here. It's kind of cool. It's not explicit, it's not straightforward, but it is like a bunch of thematic elements that all happen at the same time, which is useful. It's good. It's also reminiscent of the putting the pigs up, and she brings up that you've been on the parade too much, and by the way, I've warned you, shit can happen, right? We go to a straight cut of her, no point in doing any favors for them, etc., etc. Okay, we talk about the party. She's reluctant to go because there might be something going wrong, and then, of course, yada yada. Did you used to live in District 1? She goes up the stairs, sees a couple kissing, and it seems like there might not be consent here. I really don't know. I'm not gonna talk about it, but it fades from being that girl and that guy to being that guy and that girl. Oh, shit. It's like she's imagining a thing. And she gets all blushy and cute. Great. And let's get into battle. We spent a lot of time establishing all the things around her. The notebook, the pen, because the pen's going to be important, right? I can't. Okay, I warned you. And he heads in. You're too far ahead. No, he's doing exactly what he should be. And we hear... Excuse me? Excuse me? The voices. The voices, the voices. And Sheen hears them. Do all of them hear them? I don't know. I don't think so, but I don't know. The pen falling is really good. The upside down sequences are really good. Just like before, we demonstrated the in the Lena has a freak out yeah, Lena has a freak out sequence early on. That like Lena having freak out sequences is something that we're capable of doing, and they do it excellently here. It's really good. Shini Takanai, and we hear Kirsha Bluta at the end. That's fucking great. I really like this cut into this cut. It's weird to say, but this is a match cut. Yep. Angle, angle. 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 Same angle. Momentum added into it. Create momentum out of nothing. Like, the process of cutting from one frame to another creates momentum inherently, right? That's why if you have a character moving from left to right and you cut to them standing still, it's weird. It's weird, right? Or if they move through the frame and then you cut to them and they're standing still, it's weird. They have to carry the momentum. But you can have a character standing still and cut to them moving and it makes sense because the action of cutting creates momentum. Similarly, we have still objects, moving objects, and the cut actually creates that pow momentum through. And it's just solid. It's just solid. The director clearly has an eye for these sorts of things in a way that honestly, like, I'm good at observing them, but I'm not capable of creating them from nothing the way that this is being done. I really like this moment where we find that we are in POV of character when we didn't know that before, and we can reach for it. Ink stained on our fingertips, ink on the paper, ink everywhere. So when we drop into this deep red, blood red color palette, it's blood on her fingers, right? And she is topsy-turvy, upside down. As she reaches for it, she discovers that the voices aren't in the pararate anymore. They're inside her. And I think they actually are. I don't think she's just having a trauma thing here. I might be wrong. I completely admit that I might be wrong. But I don't think this is just a trauma thing. I think the voices are in her brain now. I think they're there now, and they're not coming out. Really interesting. And we see her father as a part of this. So I wonder if her father's out there somewhere. Crazy idea, but possible. So she stares at the pararade, unable to pick it up once more, and we cut over to the other side. This whole fight sequence, because the fighting is secondary in my mind, I like it a lot. I think it works really well because we're focused on not the fighting portion, but all the other things, and that's really cool. Straight into it. Like, there are 4 scenes in this show, in this episode, really, right? Maybe 5, right? Okay, so... big scenes that matter. We get background info on brother, okay, and chat with Shine. Into talk with friend, who is the opposite, and move through compound, which is like contrast, right? Into the revelation and the subsequent nighttime freakout. Into other side, going to battle. Other side, she's not going to call us. Into full conversation with Shine, just talking this entire time. And that's the whole thing. That's the whole episode, right? It's just a few fucking scenes. And each scene does something important, and each scene adds something to the overall flow of the episode and what they're trying to express throughout. And each scene is well executed individually and ties in well to all the other scenes. Moments like this where we reflect on his back and then we pull out to the pararade, or moments like the one where we can see that he's got this little bit of a scar underneath the cloth that he wears around his neck, and then moments like this where they tell us about the facts of the Legion, right? What's really going on here? The brains will rot, but the echoes don't. They keep them and they make them into commanders. They make them into higher processing units, which is awesome. I love the use of all of these little bits of background stuff, right? Like all the scratches on his on his desk from where he's done all the knife stuff, all the little things that are everything. It's fucking sick. It's only because there are more in the rear. Really, we're in a scary, scary position because they are building it up. And the commanders, the shepherds, are very, very scary too. Super duper 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 sick. And what he means by I'm going to go find my brother is, of course, I'm going to go find him and I'm going to end his misery. Super awesome. Lena almost says, I'll be fighting along with you. We have to do what we can. I'll fight along with you. Let's fight. I'm with you. And then she stops herself, having learned from last time. Nope. I'll just do my best. Very good, Lena. You're not fighting along with us. We're not going to cross that boundary yet, but you can do your best. And now that she's hearing the voices, she is fighting along with them to some extent. To some extent. Super sick. Super sick narrative twist. This is great. Everything we know about the Legion is false. The only people who are aware of it are the 86s. Nobody listens to them. Only Lena will listen to them, and nobody listens to her. She's going to talk to her friend, to Annette, Henrietta, whatever the fuck her name is. She's going to talk to her friend about this, isn't she? I bet she is. I bet it'll be interesting. And I'm curious about the setup for the big ball or the big party or whatever it's going to be for the party dresses. That'll be a great opportunity to produce a lot of contrast culturally between what's going on here and what's going on out there. And a great opportunity to have, like, it's a really classic way of doing a sequence. I think of it like Lord of the Rings, the oh shit, he's not the king, he's the steward of Gondor, like eating grape tomatoes while Pippin or Merry sings, and then crazy shit's going on and there's war, right? You've got this one really peaceful sequence that's super somber and weird, and then this one crazy action sequence, and you put both of them like back and forth, and it's like, it's crazy, and it creates a really powerful emotional flow. I could see that. I could see like Lena dancing in a waltz while Shine is like off killing and dying, right? And that being a really cool mishmash. That would be so sick. Anyway, I'm thinking off the rails for sure, because the rails are really clear. The rails are straightforward so far. Like after this episode, everything that was stated makes perfect sense, echoes what we've seen before in the show, gives us a pure direction to go in, and a couple of different directions to go into it to experience this and to like try to fix it. It's fucking perfect. It's good. I don't mean it's like perfect. I don't mean it's like 11 out of 10 perfection in an anime. But as storytelling, I have no qualms now. No qualms with this episode or any of its content. Good job, 86. I approve. Good twist. Felt like a twist. Felt like a number of interesting twists. And a number of them were like, well, maybe they could do, you know, the sequence in my mind as I'm watching it is something along the lines of, oh, that's a cool idea. Well, maybe they could do this with it. Oh, shit, they're doing that with it. Or, oh, that's a cool idea. Oh, maybe they could do this with it. Oh, they're not doing that with it. Interesting. What are they? Oh, that's so much cooler than my idea. And that's a great place to be in as a viewer and like critic to whatever extent that I am, to be watching a thing and to be either pleased that they're hitting the beats that I expect them to hit, or pleased that they're exceeding my expectations and creating more interesting beats. It's like listening to a piece of music that surprises you, which I experienced relatively recently. I'll tell you about it because it's a cool thing. I'll recommend an album to you. Go on Spotify, go listen to the album End Silence by the artist Cryptex, Cryptex. Every song in that album surprises me to some extent. It's really, really interesting. It's a song from it's an album from 2014 by a producer who is also in one episode of some TV show. I forget. He's never made anything else that's quite like it. I've listened to all the rest of his stuff. He hasn't come out with an album since 2016, and none of the stuff that he produced after or before End Silence sounds like the stuff that's on End Silence. But every song on that album surprises me in some way. Either it cuts out and I'm like, okay, that was a cool song, and it's back, or it goes in a direction that I wasn't expecting, or it brings in instruments that I wasn't expecting, or it somehow transitions like an up-tempo beat into down-tempo, slow down, and brings in like a saxophone. You're like, what the fuck is this? And every single time I find it absolutely delightful, because I'm seeing an artist outstrip my own expectations, right? My expectations for what a song should be, for what a piece of art should be, are this, that, and the other. And I've spent a lot of time on this channel talking about resonance, talking about resonating with a thing, of a thing feeling right, a thing being right, being on the beat, being true in a way that seems seems valid, seems powerful, seems transcendent to some extent. And I think that that's a really truly high ideal for art, is to be right, to be true, to be mathematically correct, to be like Mozart, right? Because Mozart, every piece of Mozart is predictable. Every piece of Mozart that I've ever heard, that I've ever spent the time in analyzing, and I'm not a classical music analyst, I don't know shit about shit, all right? But every piece of it, it follows a flow. There's a pattern. It follows a mathematical model. It's right. It's on point. I'm sorry. I've been listening to a streamer who's got a Wisconsin accent, and I pick up on things like that. But to follow the flow of truth in music or art or animation or whatever is a high bar. To subvert that flow and to surprise an audience who has expectations of that truth by finding a different truth that is still resonant and interesting, but not the one you expected, that's a higher art, I think. And I think that this episode did a whole lot of that, and so that's high praise for me. Go listen to the album. Go listen to Cryptex, End Silence. Listen at top to bottom. Start with Concerto and move along. I think it's Concerto, Enter, Rowdy. Yeah. Cats is my favorite song on the album by far. You'll understand why once you listen to it. Go listen to it. Go listen to the album. And let me know what you think. It's my favorite set of songs that I've found in a little while, and I've been all over them. I like them a lot. Anyway, that'll be it for me, everybody. I hope you've enjoyed this episode of 86 anywhere near as much as I did, because I thought it was great. And I hope to catch you next week when we watch the next episode of 86. Again, barring calamity. Hopefully no huge problems will occur, and I'll be able to watch it next week. With God with, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time for more. Peace!